Hello to every Baki fan who's watching this video. While we are still waiting for the official announcement of the new season, let's talk about two fantastic characters who will take an insane fight one-on-one in the new episodes. Compare them in their speed, strength, skill, IQ and durability, and one of their main techniques, biting. First of all, I'm not looking at their actual fight, but just trying to compare their fighting stats and find out who will be a better game character if you start a video game as one of these guys. Both of these guys are insanely huge, and usually you big equals you slow, but in Baki world size does not make you sluggish and clumsy. If you want, you can be fast as lightning, as 400 pounds lightning. Pickle is fast, his body trained by fighting dinosaurs, had solid muscles, and those muscles make his huge body move fast enough to be comparable in speed with Baki at the times of Pickle arc. And if he use his transformation, Optimum Brain, which simply consists of him getting on all fours, his ability to move fast improves even more. Thanks to the use of the muscles of his legs and arms, Pickle bounces from surface to surface at insane speed, be it floor, walls or even ceiling. Jack is insanely fast also. In their fight with Pickle he could land hits on him, but to be fair, in his previous fights he does not show some sort of speed talent, tanking punches with his face directly. Yeah, you could say that it's his fighting style, he's a freaking human tank, and you'll be right. I think Jack is also pretty fast, but in this scenario against Pickle, Hanma lost the speed battle. Big body equals insane strength. This time the rule was observed. Both of them are insanely powerful and durable fighters. Pickle passed his strength test in the series by resisting a charge from Kaoru Hanayama, sending Baki Hanma flying through the Korakuen arena with a single kick, defeating Jack Hanma 2 times with only a few punches and breaking all of his teeth including his jaw too, putting a giant crocodile the size of a small dinosaur through a small sewer tunnel which would require the strength of a bulldozer, and even withstanding a strength test with Yujiro Hanma himself. Also, Pickle was fighting dinosaurs which will require insane physical capabilities. On the other side, Jack killed a polar bear with his bare fist, defeated Sikorsky with a punch so strong that he lifted the telephone box they were in, and later withstood Sikorsky's knuckle slash in the underground arena. He took many blows from Muhammad Ali Jr. and defeated him, cutting Ali's stone in the process, fighting Pickle and making him run away in fear by causing him to view him as the only creature that scared him, a wasp. But later he still lost to Pickle. But all of Jack's victories in the strength test that we're doing right now fade away against Pickle's moment where he withstands Yujiro's pressure. Also, I think Jack couldn't survive the Pickle time in the Dinosaurs era. This guy definitely screwed. Pickle won again. In this case, the winner should be obvious. Pickle is the caveman who lived in the dinosaurs' times and was frozen and brought back to life in the modern era, where fighting contains not just brute force and the size of the muscles, but also a lot of tactics and learning about your opponent. While Pickle is capable of learning, he is still primarily primitive, due to living most of his life in a wild era filled with nothing but creatures who used only their brute force and monstrous size to win battles. Pickle is not smart compared to modern fighters, but Jack, despite looking like a dumb muscle mountain, is smart enough to counter and outmaneuver his opponents. For example, when he found the weaknesses of Aiki after being thrown many times and used a similar move to defeat Goki Shibukawa. So Jack wins a caveman in the IQ battle.
You are not as tough as
Both Pickle and Jack are insanely tough guys who do not care about dodging attacks or running away, but even the fact that Jack is one of my favorite characters won't help him to defeat Pickle in this duel. Pickle has enormous raw endurance and primitive durability which is above everyone except Yujiro. His strongest body part is his neck, because he used to walk on 4 legs. Pickle's neck has developed to be incredibly strong, which makes it extremely hard for him to have a concussion in his brain. Kairetsu attacked the back of his head with all of his strength and it didn't even faze him, and later when mindlessly assaulting him, Pickle took all his blows without so much as dodging or even trying to protect himself and remained completely unharmed. Jack Hanma punched his chin with all his power, and while it was strong enough to send Pickle, who weighed about 200 kilograms, flying through the air, it still didn't damage him. He also entered Katsumi Orochi's attack, including the hitless blow, without even bleeding. Pickle even withstood multiple slashes from Musashi Miyamoto with just a few light cuts as a result. Even on spots such as knees and elbows, which are some of the weakest parts of the human body, he didn't take any serious injury. One of the only times he was legitimately hurt was due to a direct hit to the crotch by Baki, and even then he got back up almost immediately. So for me, Pickle is winning the durability battle. Maybe the difference is not so big, but definitely Pickle won. While the main fighting instrument of both fighters is brute force, Pickle is still a caveman who does not know any martial arts. Jack even used Aiki once and finds a way to counter it. Also, he knows a lot about body structure and how to damage his opponent properly. Pickle also used Aiki once, but if I choose one who is more skilled in combat, I would say it will be Jack, even if both these guys do not use any actual combat techniques. Jack and Pickle are actual lions in the human world. Their teeth are the ultimate weapon, but even if Pickle won their kiss battle, the new Jack from the latest parts of the manga has made major improvements to the power of his masseter, strengthening his bite. Since biting is Jack's signature technique, it has become his martial pursuit and have developed himself to it. Traveling around the world, Jack has finally completed his technique in Taiwan and mastered his skill. He calls it Godo, the way of biting, and that's another plus to his skill points, proving that his victory in the skill battle was right. He also had a full set of artificial titanium teeth surgically implanted in his mouth. From the results of his Godo, Jack is capable of forming a 500 yen coin in a triangle-like shape by using his artificial teeth. His sight is improved to the point that he is capable to see countless major and minor blood vessels similar to X-ray vision. Jack himself has stated that his Godo sees all animals and all humans as nothing more than dense clumps of vital points. With Godo, Jack can bite and tear off opponents' body parts in moments before they know. It makes them bleed a lot. He can also counterattack any strike aimed at his face with a quick and hard bite. He managed to rip off the little finger of Nomino Sukune's second when he hit him in the face and tear his heel when the sumo wrestler kicked him in the jaw, causing him to lose a lot of blood from his injuries. So for me, Jack is the winner here. And in overall in stats, I think Jack is winning, having more points in skill, IQ, bite, but losing in speed, losing a bit in strength and slightly losing in durability. What do you think about my conclusion right here? Leave your comments down below. If this video was interesting to you, you can support me by liking this video. If you are new here, subscribe for more interesting and sometimes funny stuff. It is a lot of Baki content on my channel that need to be watched. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Enjoy the ending. Bye.